Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation that you find yourself in. As always, we have our 3 piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you're after a private reading, you can book that in the description box also. That being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the little plastic diamond, then this one is for you. And those that are new here, it's my young son that picks the crystals or the items for the reading, and usually we just build the reading off of that. However, with the plastic diamond, I never really know what to say because I feel like it can represent many different things. And for some of you, it might be that something feels a little false, or that something like you feel like there might be something imitating in your world, or there could be, it could be that you're somehow you feel like you're chasing something that's not substantial or not honoring your truth. Or for some of you, it can simply represent something beautiful, like a gift, like a if we just look at it, you know, but it's not like, it's not the real thing. Something about it's not the real thing. I don't know. Take it or leave it with that one. It just, whenever he chooses it, I'm like, oh, okay. I can never fully put a meaning to the plastic gem, and that's because I guess plastic it doesn't really hold that high vibrational frequency we're used to getting when we channel messages from crystals or their meanings. You know, something might feel a bit counterfeit in your world, or you know, maybe like there's a false happiness or something. But anyway, let's just jump in. Something might not feel real, you know, I don't know. Okay, group 1. So some of the big energies I can see in your reading, we have Aquarius here, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Sagittarius all in your reading. And it looks like an interesting time for you, but let's just jump into the past energy. I'm actually going to do the pendulum again for you guys at the end of your reading, so you might want to have a little think. I just felt like that was a nice thing. I got a lot of comments and people really appreciated the pendulum, so I might try and use it just a little more often, not every time, but you know, whenever I feel. So you might want to think between now and the end of the reading what a yes or no question is for you. Of course, how you frame that question is very important. And then a little tip, if you want another question, you can sit with what your question might be, go back to the original screen with the 3 picker cards and just ask your question. And if one of the other piles stands out to you, go for it. If it doesn't, might not work for you, you know, something to experiment with. And then just fast forward to the end of that reading and you can grab the answer potentially, only if you feel you have another question. So, or you can go to an old pendulum, wherever it says W/pendulum, you know, with pendulum, you know, you could pull up one of those as well if you had an extra question in the title there. But yeah, let's jump in group 1 with the past energy here. We have the Hanged Man, the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles. This is a tricky situation. Things may have been feeling pretty stagnant for you at the moment, or in the recent past. There's been like a really difficult decision here, I do feel, or it could even be that a decision was by somebody else or the universe, as something has had to shift here. And it's got you disappointed. It's got you feeling alone or lost or a little bit empty. There's an emptiness here. There's a coldness, there's a sadness. And I feel like you've been working really hard at trying to look on the bright side of this situation, to comfort yourself, to see things from the higher perspective. You know, I really feel like you've been calling on the divine to help you see your way through this situation, to help you feel lighter about it. And I feel like it's been a challenge. It's definitely been a challenge. You've worked really hard to get to the point you're in life, regardless of the things that have maybe fallen down around you at the moment, or things that haven't been working out so well. You can't ignore the fact that you've actually come a really long way to land where you are right now, to have the strength to go through this, to have the strength to move through this, to navigate your way through. to even come to this point, I feel like there's something about your resilience and the things you've been through in the past that actually led you to this moment. And you're going to show yourself yet again that you've got what it takes to turn this into a positive. I feel like you don't actually fully see this whole picture clearly right now, and that things are actually going to turn out better than you thought in a situation where you may have felt, really let down or upset or trapped. It could be that there's something better on the way for you if something's left your life, or if something's just really chaotic and hard to navigate and confusing. You're going to see that everything's actually, I'm just getting the dust settling and things are going to work out how they're supposed to. Yeah. You may be struggling a little bit with, this could be anything, financially struggling with health, feeling like, just disconnected from something or someone that you really care about, feeling disconnected from the path and which way do I go forward from here, trying to find the right way forward. But Spirit's got a beautiful offering here. See this golden goblet just there above, but it's not something you may be focusing on yet or recently this is recent past energy though. So you may have just been sort of feeling a little down and out and just trying to pick yourself up and feel better, because at the moment you may be just focusing on the empty cups, what has spilt out. I feel like there's a lot of disappointment. There may be some regret here. I feel like there's more than one heart involved in this situation. I see these 3 empty cups as 3 other people maybe, or there's other people involved here that I feel like, feeling a little disappointed, or and just not certain. Like, see how she's got her earmuffs on and she's like doubting herself, looking back to the past, wondering, do I go back? What do I do? And little spirit helpers here are just encouraging you along the path. Even if you don't fully know the way and you're feeling a little doubtful, just keep walking forward. Just keep going forward. Don't go back to anything that doesn't feel right for you. Just keep trusting that this is the way. And, going this way may lead you to something else that's better for you, or to a better outcome for things to unfold in a way that's more stable. So in the current energy, we do have the 3 of Swords right after the 5 of Pentacles. So this can be a card of betrayal or heartbreak. So with this next to each other as well, we've got the Knight of Swords also. It's a really challenging time mentally and emotionally. Physically as well, potentially. Could be just feeling like no motivation, lethargic, trying to pick yourself up, but it can be difficult at times just at the moment. But, this is all going to turn around eventually. Like, this too shall pass, and I can see it in your reading. But for right now, you need to go through the motions. You need to go through this experience. I feel like there's a letter to be written. Maybe if you're not writing the letter to someone else, which I feel like for some of you would be a good idea to just, it's a different form of communicating. I feel like you can get it all off your chest, and even if you just burn that letter, you don't have to give it to that person, or, I do feel like writing it out would be really good for you. Not doing anything too impulsive. I feel like for some of you, actually, I'm getting like turning this heartbreak into motivation in a way. So it's like putting it all into the gym, or like maybe you're overworking, just sort of throwing yourself into something to just try and distract yourself or keep yourself busy, just get that ball rolling, forcing yourself to move on the track. For some of you, that you could be dealing with a bit of an aggressive person this week as well, or somebody who's just not, who doesn't really think very clearly before they act. There's definitely this, and it could be driven by heartache or pain. So there could be a conversation with someone, or just struggling with words that have been said, frustrations, impulsive action based on pain. Hurt people, that type of thing. So that could be someone you deal with or something you're dealing with. It could be even within yourself, like wanting to temper that part of you that wants to go and react or respond in a way that's not helpful. Definitely needing to keep things simple. That's really important this week, I think, for you, is to just keep things simple. Get your body moving as much as you can. Midweek here, we've got the 2 of Wands. We've got the 4 of Wands after that as well. So there's a shift in the energy this week for you from whatever this earlier, previous energy is of feeling like maybe overthinking or a little bit scattered in the mind, or like, just up and down here and there. It's not easy to get through, but you will. You know, I can just see it. You're going to come out of it. You're going to crawl out of this. So 2 of Wands and 4 of Wands. I feel like midweek, early week, there's some sort of celebration here. For some of you, it could be an occasion. It could be like a birthday or an anniversary, or there's something going on for, it doesn't have to be an occasion for everyone, but for many it will be. And there's like, you're planning for that. Maybe you're traveling for an event. Or you could be, this can also be with regards to your home and living situation. Like there's a shift in some plan that's a bit of a milestone, or it's a bit of a pivotal moment. It creates a shift. I just saw 1010 there when I looked up. I feel like there's also a spring clean happening within the home space. It's interesting because I've got the card Clean It Up. We'll get to that in a moment. There is like plans for where you live, your living environment. Maybe some of you are literally planning to move house or relocate somewhere. But these plans don't have to be so final like that. Like I said, it can just like you're planning to have a little trip, or you're planning an event of some kind. There's definitely celebration here. And I feel like good time with friends as well. We have the Star after that. It's like this shift creates a really good energetic shift, like this change, all over, like, ugh, I feel like it's all at once. Everything sort of looks shiny again, and I think the sun starts to come out, or it feels brighter again. So this week you can expect a positive shift based around an event, or based around something that's coming up here. This is like family getting together to celebrate here. Like we got the Halloween. Maybe you're prepping for Halloween. I've actually just went and got some cute little Halloween decorations. Every year I just like to grab 1 or 2 extra things to add to the collection, so I can slowly build something like a meaningful collection for like Halloween and Christmas and Easter and stuff. Anyway, I'll put them just there when the time it comes. Can bring on October 1st, hey. Anyway. So here I feel like, yeah, look at this, like there's time with children spent for some. We've even got the King of Cups next. I'll just put the 2 of Wands down so I can hold them. The King of Cups is here as well. So definitely looking at like, look at this. This is home, this is family, this is children. That's something very important to you this week. You're spending time in the home, with family, with children, maybe creating art, having a good time. I think art is a big part of your life. I feel like you're a very creative person naturally, or maybe in the work that you do. So I just feel like you what do I even want to say? It's almost like you're just putting in a bit more effort and energy because you've got that to give. You've recharged a little bit, or you're starting to see the light after turning a corner. This week you turn a corner with how you're feeling and how you're processing something, and you sort of just relax and settle into what's good around you, the blessings around you, and something to do with children here for sure. Also at the end of the week we have the 8 of Pentacles, so it's like there's definitely a strong sense of devotion and focus and just getting it done and being happy in the present and starting to just relax and shed off some of that stuff that you've been carrying, because I do feel like you've been carrying a fair bit at the moment. In the area of challenge, we've got the 4 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. See how we had the start of this week with a lot of like 3 of Swords, Knight of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, all of that, even the Hanged Man, like all of that is feeling mentally stuck or challenged or overthinking, just exerted. And your challenge right now is like, wow, I feel like there's like a lot to do. Look at her in the office just sniffing some lavender and trying to kick back. I feel like you're trying your best, like with all this work and chaos or things around you that demand your attention. It's also what you're going through, your own inner turmoil and challenge. Like you're trying to meet it all, and it's really hard to be there for yourself while you keep the ball running, keep it all going. I don't know why I'm being drawn back to the plastic gem. Maybe you associated a meaning for that for yourself that like ties in right now, but it's like woof, connected. Anyway, I don't know, maybe even the color of it, that particular color. I don't know, I'm looking at my water bottle just behind it and it's the same color, and I don't know why I feel connected. Anyway, maybe you need to drink more water. But the challenge here, I feel like you're just needing that time to process things, to think about things. This is a card of contemplation and meditation and grounding and rest and reflecting on those things that are really challenging for you at the moment, things that have gone on, conversations that were had, decisions that were made, changes that have happened. I think processing that is a challenge, and it's something that takes a bit of time, and you're needing to be there for yourself to let that process just happen while still maintaining your life and getting it all, like, you know, God, feels like a lot. But the challenge is like coming out of that darkness and into the light, starting to see magic again, starting to connect with that life force, that beautiful spirit, the miracles in the mundane, everything that's here, the magic, it's all around you. Like, that's the challenge, is coming out of a bit of a hole and feeling mentally lighter, letting go, no longer ruminating or really holding on mentally or energetically even, but just moving through the process, right? What will help with the challenge? We've got 2 major arcanas with the Hierophant and Death. Now, Death and the Hierophant together makes me feel like it's that putting a whole bunch of trust into the greater plan, you know? There's a commitment here that has ended by the feelings of this. This commitment can be to, who knows, I'll let you decide what commitments you have let go of, what obligations you've let go of. What will help is, or potentially acknowledging commitments and obligations that you need to let go of. But I feel like this is a hard thing to do. For some of you may have felt very obligated to a certain situation or a person, and transforming that obligation is something that will likely help you in this situation. Underlying energy is the Queen of Cups. She's being comforted by her partner. It could be a friend or family too, whoever. But like, I'm seeing here, this is a very emotional situation between you and another person. And I feel like it's just, I don't even know what to say. I feel like this woman here is very hurt, and he really wants her to feel better and to comfort her. So maybe you're needing that comfort, or maybe you're needing to give that comfort to somebody that you love. The Ace of Cups is underneath that. There's a lot of love in that situation there. But there does need to be change around your commitments, change around your just a release and a letting go, and allowing there to be a reforming, allowing there to be a rebirth. For sale, the move house situation, for some of you there really is a situation where you might be moving soon. In the area of what you don't see coming, it is the King of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and the Six of Wands. So what you don't see coming is that you're going to be just creating more stability in your world and finding peace, balance, and moderation. You're with a lot of patience and just showing up and doing your best and being responsible and getting it all done in a moderate manner, and just trusting the path ahead. You're going to see that you're actually really are climbing up and up. Give yourself the patience and the time that's needed. Stay consistent, because what you don't see coming is actually a great deal of success. Financial success, maybe even to do with relationships here. Like, have patience. These things are coming for you. There are good things coming. And it's all a matter of you just staying stable, doing like this guy, the King of Pentacles he's the one who, like, he runs his own business, or he works for himself. He makes it to the kids' footy match, or the dance recitals. He brings flowers and groceries home for the family. Like, he does it all. He really is a reliable person. So just stay reliable for the people that need you the most, and for yourself first and foremost. I feel like this is for yourself first and foremost. Learning where to say no to certain people as well, like letting go of situations that are not your responsibility. Learning what is your responsibility and sort of drawing a line. Putting barriers, like not high walls. See, it's just a short fence here, but just barriers around people so that they can take care of their own mess or their own responsibility, and you just stay true to yourself and do what you need, what's required of you, because you are going to see a lot of success here. Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. There are some of these boundaries and decisions you make are going to lead to they're very much dependent on long-term success. It's like what you're going through now, you may not realize it, but it actually alters and changes where you end up and how successful that is. Financially, long-term, like the home you live in, like the lot you create for yourself. In the outcome, we have got the Five of Cups, the Sun, the Four of Pentacles. So the outcome is that you do have this bout of depression, sadness, regret, remorse, however it shows up, grief. There is a lot of grief here. Maybe nights on the couch crying. Who knows what this is for you, you know, but it's not easy, it's painful. We see ourselves currently with the Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords. So like there's no doubting that. But look, the sun comes back out again. So eventually things turn around. We can see it in the whole cards. We can see it this week even, that there's good times, there's celebration, like there's like a family coming together, sharing a meal. And then with the Four of Pentacles, it's like, as this change happens and the sun comes back out, I think you're very protective of your energy from then moving on so that you can stay grounded, so you don't slip up or lose yourself again, so that things stay really level. And this is about, like, I think strong boundaries with yourself, with how you spend your time, how you spend your money, who you engage with. I feel like I'm seeing like a strict schedule or a strict budget or something like that. Your outcome is going to lead to a lot of growth. Sorry if it's a bit noisy outside. I have some neighbours close by. Just make that quiet. You might not be able to hear them. Anyway, yeah, I really feel here that like you're slowly but surely turning this sadness around, and things are going to start growing and feeling better, but you're going to be really protective of what's growing and what you've got going for yourself. I feel like you're going to be very careful. There is a pot here that is boiling over on the stove, but yeah. I'm so sorry if that is very loud. There's an argument happening. And I opened my front window for fresh air and I really wish I didn't. But anyway, we're just going to try and block that out. Hopefully you can't even hear it at all, but it is pretty full on. You know, what are we? We're approaching like a full moon and... Anyway, so like maybe you're dealing with noise, arguments, background, just like who needs it, right? Who needs it? I think you're trying to avoid that sort of stuff. I think avoiding, like, just steering away from aggressive energy. I'm just looking at the Knight of Swords here. I'm sure somehow this background sound tunes into your reading. Anyway, the reading, the card oracles you've got are really in alignment with this whole read. You've got the weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. Clean it up is of a similar energy as well. It's like letting go what's not yours, but we'll go to the book for all of these. So the weight of the world, you do not need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders, to put your own oxygen mask first. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on its problems from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and that's incredible. But the way you've been doing so is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so that you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up to a nourishing practice such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breathing, or exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace, your inner well is full. You can face the day and start in the state of the world and care for others. At the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that's not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next morning if you so choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. Taking on too much. And then clean it up is of a similar message. I was going to go just the Oracle, but I kind of feel like I want to give you all the options, because with the wisdom of the Oracle, you can have the Oracle, you can have it in pertaining to relationships, prosperity, and protection. So skip ahead if you feel like it's not which one like you want, but I'm going to go with the Oracle first. I'm going to read them all. Oracle message. Ever feel so bogged down, again, same wording, so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for miracles that are lining up for you. The relationship message. Time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours, to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationships will flourish. The prosperity message. Simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more if you do so. And it's interesting though, actually, because on my Instagram and my Facebook, Tarot with Amber, sorry, need some tea. I shared a bunch of self-care. My goodness, can't talk. I shared a bunch of self-care boundaries on a post, and they're just like really, my gosh, sorry. They're like really cozy images that I just found on a Google image search and just sort of looked for the aesthetic I was going for and saved a bunch just so I could create a post around self-care boundaries. And so if you're not following me on any of those platforms, you might like to, particularly the Tarot with Amber Facebook page, because I do post every day, every single morning now. I went for a while where I wasn't really able to keep up with it every day, but I've started scheduling my posts so that I can post an in-depth oracle reading every day as well. So if you are wanting to follow for that type of thing, go for it. A lot of people do get something out of those cards that I post. They are the more in-depth long messages, and then always some stuff on my story for fun. But yeah, anyway, it just reminded me of that because there was so many things about like just getting your stuff together and self-care here. It's okay to say no. The protection message. Is it possible you may be focusing too much on other people right now, trying too hard to be helpful? Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your true calling to relieve people of their burdens. But what is the cost to you and to them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding to the even greater strain. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. So there's two messages there of taking on extra responsibility or too much burden, like boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Goodness me. All right. We have meditation for clarity. Interesting because that was in your challenge, the Four of Swords, which is about meditating for clarity as well. You might be feeling like you'd like some more clarity, hey? And I'm going to do the same here. We've got action, divination, and magic. It can be hard for us to see things clearly, and the closer we are to them, the harder it can be. This is especially true when we are looking at ourselves or at important issues that affect our lives. When strong emotion is involved, that makes it even tougher. But that doesn't mean it is impossible. Just that we have to make a special effort to reach for clarity. The action. Meditate on this statement while focusing on the picture of the card. Does it hold up well? Ask yourself, do I see myself with clear and honest eyes? What about the people and situations around me? Is there something I know in my heart I need to look at more clearly? Try to put aside emotion for the moment and simply be, and then look again. The divination. This card is a suggestion that it's time to seek out clarification for an issue or issues, or to look more closely at something perhaps you have been viewing through eyes clouded with emotion. Do not take things at surface value, but rather make sure that what you think you are seeing is really the truth. The magic. Take a dark bowl and fill it with water. Light a candle and place it so that it reflects upon the surface of the water. And then smudge yourself and the water with sage. As the smoke from the sage drifts away, say, "Great gods, universe, however you want to call, please help me to see with clarity and vision and an open heart." And then stare into the water and see if anything appears to you, either in the water or in your mind's eye. You can concentrate on a particular question or situation if you have one in mind. And also another little tip for clarity is clean your windows. Your car, your home, go clean the windows perfectly, not a smudge. That will bring you some clarity, especially doing it with that intention, of course. And then the last oracle card you have before I do your pendulum, yes or no, is potential. And potential is... This card appears when you are ready to activate your potential and step into your strength. This is the time to activate those gifts that you've had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible untapped potential. This is the time to allow it to flow. An inner wellspring of power is emerging. You will have a profound spiritual power that is deep within you. Do not doubt your great authority and capabilities. A dormant volcano may indicate that you have uncomfortable emotions that you are repressing or keeping inside, thus creating emotional stress and inner pressure. It can also mean that you're on the verge of great expansion of energy or life force. And that's definitely the case. That you are on the precipice of great life force and expansion. Sorry, there are actually a couple more cards I've skipped before I'll go to your pendulum. These are all quality time self-care cards. So the first one is fitness. So hitting the gym, working on your fitness. You can even see that in the cards here. Like, and some of you are really like pushing yourself into fitness, trying to get yourself feeling better, and it will do that. It'll release the hope molecule into the bloodstream. You'll be feeling great with every contraction of your muscles. You also have from this deck movement, so it's, you know, not unsimilar there. These are yoga pose, tree pose might be really beneficial for you, but also just movement in general, dancing, walking, any type of movement. We have stretch. Don't forget to stretch before and after. But also, yeah, like I feel like there's a bit more to this meaning of stretch, like stretching into this experience, stretching through it, like allow yourself to be stretched. And then alone time as well, very important for you right now. It feels very, very important, this one. I think it's something to enjoy. It's a bit of time on your own to reflect and, you know, just work on yourself. I feel like it's a bit of a very personal time for you at the moment to just be with you and look after yourself. So time for the pendulum, my friends. We all have our own special way of using a pendulum, and I will use it for you now. So first I'd like to check for a yes, please. Show me a yes, thank you. It's always the same way, but I just like to confirm. Divine Creator, please show me a no. It's not got much energy in it today, but yeah, we're going to a no. Okay, so the question that group 1 have been holding, the yes or no question, can I get a response for that? I can feel it going. Okay. Yeah, it's a yes, but it feels wobbly, like it could turn to a no any moment or something. How weird. Maybe that's relevant. Yeah, I'm getting it's like a wobbly yes. So it's obviously dependent on a few things. We're going over to like a maybe now. I'm being told just keep, yeah, okay. Interesting, it's like going round and round and round now. Okay. what I'm getting from that is that there's like some sort of pattern or cycle that does need to be broken, and there's like whatever you are asking about is like, it's not 100% certain. It depends on the choices that you make. So I'm not sure. That was an interesting one, but anyway, that was what it was. So group 1, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. I've looked forward to it. I did actually. I was really looking forward to this week. But no, I've enjoyed creating this reading for you. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. I'll be opening up September readings soon. September, what the heck? I'll be opening up that calendar soon if there's no August spots, but I think there should be 1 or 2 August spots left. And yeah, take care group 1. I'll talk to you all again soon. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the yellow aventurine little star, then this is your reading. And yellow aventurine is a stone supporting the solar plexus, your personal power center. It is a stone of positivity and happiness. It's also a good stone to help with dispelling any negative emotions like fears, anxiety, depression. Yeah, it's definitely encouraging a positive outlook on life. So no matter what's going on right now, keep a positive outlook on the situation, because things may turn out better than you expected for our beautiful yellow aventurine. So group 2, let's jump into your reading. I hope I said group 2. I feel like I said group 1. Maybe you're drawn to group 1. I always do that. I'm like, what did I even say? So some of the energy in your reading I can see is Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Aquarius here. We've got Virgo and Gemini as well. So that may be some energy in your chart that's activated. It could be someone you're dealing with. It could be your own signs, sun, moon, rising, whatever. But yeah, also group 2, we're going to be doing the pendulum again today. So stick around at the end. I'll do a little pendulum swing for you so you can think of a yes or no question between now and the end of the reading. And also, if you'd like to ask an extra question, how you ask your question is everything when it comes to the pendulum. It's how you ask the question. So if you have an extra question, you could sit with that for a moment, go back to the original screen where there's 1, 2 or 3 cards, and see if one of the other ones stand out to you. If they don't stand out, then you probably can't ask that question. But if something definitely does, go to the end, and you'll see the little pendulum option for you to have another question. But anyway, I'm going to start trying to use it a little bit more. Not every reading, but yeah, just a little bit more. If you see the title says with pendulum, then you'll know that you get a little yes or no in there as well. So, and use discernment, you know. I have a love-hate relationship with the pendulum personally. But I feel like in this context, in this sort of situation, it can be very helpful. All right, so let's jump into the past energy group 2 with the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. Wow, okay. Look at this. Like, this is pretty brutal, I would say. Yeah, this actually is giving me lots of different things. So 4 of Swords, first and foremost, like when I'm looking at that, all these swords are sort of pointing to her womb. They're pointing to her stomach region. This is not for everyone, but there may have been, for some of you, some health challenges. Some of you may have experienced even a miscarriage or something around your feminine health if you're a woman, or gut health. There could have been something going on around that for you in the past, and but that is not for everyone. I do see that message here for someone though, and if that is you, I highly recommend getting all of the support that you can while moving through a challenging situation like that. But for others of you, I do just feel like this is a time where you are trying to build yourself back up again, or trying to get motivation and that life force back again after something very painful and ending here with the 10 of Swords. For some of you, this is a loss of a loved one that you are feeling like, you know, you in yourself, like it may have felt like a death within yourself as well, and you're sort of trying to come back to life with the Ace of Wands in the center here, trying to find the inspiration from an ending, trying to find the truth of it all. Like you're still sort of like you've come through it in such a big way, but you've still got a bit of a way to go, but what's ahead of you is more about inspiration and lifting yourself up rather than sort of trudging through the heaviness and the mud of it all. Not to say it's not still heavy for some of you, like there's definitely that there, but this is a very challenging time, and there's definitely been a significant ending for you very recently with the Ten of Swords there. Something you perhaps did not expect. You may feel a little stabbed in the back. You did not see this coming for many of you. Yeah, it is a big, I'm hearing suffering and a big loss. So yeah, that's not very easy for you to go through. As we move into the week ahead, first we have the Three of Pentacles. So it does look like there's good support around you. Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, working with people, having support, having also people from different life experiences or different backgrounds coming together to make something work. So I feel like this for you, for many of you, it's like you're getting a little bit of help from there, getting a little bit of help from here, like using different people's experiences and knowledge to support you on this journey. For some of you, this journey is one that is fresh and new for you, or there's like this sense of needing to learn a lot from other people, from the situation. I feel like you're really like that. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on you to understand something. Maybe you've been like ruminating or pulling lots of cards or sort of like trying to understand the why or the how of a situation. You may have been also like spying or keeping your eye on somebody, or it could be the other way around where somebody's keeping their eye on you. But I feel like there's maybe a bit too much attention in a certain area where you do need to let go. For some of you, maybe not all of you, you'll know if that message is for you. I do feel like there's a lot of different conversations to have this week, but I'm kind of like, I'm seeing someone reach for something and then their hand getting smacked. So I'm not sure what that's about, other than the fact that maybe you could be doing that to yourself, like you're tempted to go and do something and it's like, don't do that. That's not going to be beneficial, or to dilute your energy, or to like waste your time on certain things, or to, I don't know. I kind of want an extra card on whatever that is that's there. So we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck for your reading. So this is definitely a good sign to show that no matter what you're going through right now, you're a very accomplished and capable person to navigate this with great care. And I feel like look at this Empress. You are already a very abundant person. You have so much going for yourself, so you don't need to stress yourself out over getting somewhere quickly or understanding something prematurely. I think this is about grace and allowing. But anyway, what is this energy I'm feeling with the the Page of Swords? Okay, we got the Moon on the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. And we have, the Tower and the Ace of Swords. You're really trying to understand a situation that has blown up, or maybe you're wanting clarity, or maybe you're wanting to have a conversation with someone. Maybe you're wanting to work together with someone, and it's really hard to get to that person or to do that. Like there's something here where you are like I said, reaching for something and getting a smack. Like maybe it's in time for you to just let things chill for a little bit, just relax, allow things to unfold naturally. I know you really might be, we got the Eight of Swords next, you might be really stressing yourself out, feeling very powerless, like you can't move forward when you want to. And this feeling could come and go. It could ebb and flow. One minute you're surrendering and it's all good, feeling peaceful, trusting the divine, having a positive outlook on life, trying to dispel any of the, the negativity that the yellow aventurine was suggesting, dispelling the anxiety and any depression you might be going through. Just, so you have these moments of clarity and peace. You know that this had to fall for a particular reason. This tower had to happen, but it's still not comfortable, easy to move through. And it's like, I think you're also looking here at like your subconscious beliefs and patterns that may have created this. Maybe you're looking at yourself and like wondering, did I manifest this? What, like, I feel like there's a lot of deep probing as to how things are the way that they are and what part you played in this, to like maybe recreate old karma or lessons, like something you would like to clear for yourself. That could be the case here. Needing to definitely, we also might be needing to have conversations that shake things up this week as well. That could be what's going on. It's not an easy week for you completely. We have the 9 of Swords after the 8 of Swords, so you know you may be having a lot of repetitive dreams, or dreams that give you a lot of messages around your anxiety, like dreaming that you're stuck or dreaming that you can't reach something, or like that, you know, those types of dreams that are quite frustrating. Or it could be that you're lacking sleep, staying up late at night thinking about things a lot, or just feeling really like remorseful, maybe, if that resonates with you. There could be like sleeping on a bed of knives here. Overthinking is definitely a bit of a factor this week, so you're wanting to just sort of maybe come back into your body. I know you might be finding it really tricky, maybe particularly at nighttime or something here, but it does look like it's, maybe you get some information this week that triggers you as well. We've got the 7 of Swords next, and then the World. After the World is the 5 of Pentacles. So this week is, fun, right? I like that the World is here though. It's like what you're doing with the end of the week is you're shifting this energy. As much as it is mentally consuming and painful, whatever you've just come through or are moving through right now, with the World in the center, it shows that you are ready to close out that cycle. And the 7 of Swords is about, we always say it's, the liar or the manipulator or, thievery, that sort of energy. But this person's sort of going down into their little lair here with all of their books. And so what I'm thinking about when I look at this, what I'm feeling is that this is a time for you to invest in that, like seeking knowledge for yourself, and to create a better outcome next time, or to close the cycle out. 5 of Pentacles is that feeling of lack, not feeling good enough, feeling like you've been abandoned or having to abandon a situation or person that's not good for you. It can be a card of feeling financially strained, and like we saw with the 4 of Swords, like a physical illness, maybe that you're feeling like low in energy, that you just haven't got what it takes. Just like all of the cards in this week show that you might be struggling with self-doubt and your confidence levels and feeling good enough and feeling worthy. But with the World here though, it shows me that this is something like you're using this experience to tackle that lesson once and for all, so that you know that you are worthy. I'm seeing like a lot of positive affirmation would be very important and helpful for you right now, to let yourself receive love and receive good things, to show yourself that regardless of what goes on in our world, we can't control everything, but what you can control is how you respond to it and what you do with yourself, the choices you make. And I think you're grabbing the reins here. I think that at the end of this week, you're wanting to be done with this heavy mental energy and just like let go and let God. Okay, fine then, like throw in the towel sort of thing, and just say, guide me please, Spirit. Like I may not have all the answers, and just relinquishing that control you might feel over the outcomes of situations, and just move me then, that type of thing, like a real surrender to Spirit, but in a way that empowers you to create healthy choices for yourself moving forward. Like co-creating with Spirit, not just letting God take the reins completely or universe take the reins completely, but also being proactive in making choices to work together with the universe to co-create the life that you want out of this situation of loneliness or abandonment. it's an interesting week. I kind of want to even get more cards around whatever here, because I feel like there's so much more to talk about. But every situation I'm connecting to feels very personal and intricate. The Knight of Cups. This could be around this romantic situation. Or just like bringing yourself back to that place of feeling like fresh and lighthearted. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely in the King of Wands here. This is definitely pertaining to an energy that's like somebody has made a choice to change paths here with the King of Pentacles. And they could make, yeah. See the Eight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and that flipped reverse. Ace of Cups on the bottom, Six of Swords, but in reverse. So this is about you creating more stability for yourself, having a really divine realization. Like that's a big part here, is like, I think this is surrender to the bigger picture. And you may grapple with that and struggle with that at this time, but what you're needing is repetition in your day, like a good routine, and to keep showing up and chipping away, and every little day you get a little better, that type of thing, creating more stability for yourself, breaking old cycles, allowing there to be lightheartedness and letting go of what you can't control, just allowing yourself to find the blessings in what is, I'm hearing, in what is left. So, you know, maybe the Tower moment destroyed a lot in your world, but there's still things there for you to be grateful for and to enjoy and make the most out of what is left, or what you've been left with, and allow yourself to come into a fresh new cycle where you're feeling good, and maybe even allowing love in and romance in again, like a new cycle of love maybe coming in for you. But there's still a bit of process to like go through, I feel here. So in the area of challenge, we've got the Five of Swords and the Chariot. So this feels unfair when I see this person who's been strung up to a tree and somebody else has been murdered, and then this person is sneaking off with their 3 swords, leaving 2 swords behind, you know. When I feel like this is like somebody's left like a trail of destruction behind them unconsciously. This could be you, this could be someone else, but the challenge is here is, regardless of it, I'm seeing like someone just pull the socket out, like to short circuit something, to unplug from something completely and just walk off like it never happened. I don't know, they're getting a lot of strange imagery there, like through this whole reading, just little pictures of like, okay, I don't know, maybe you know what that means for you, but like somebody has unplugged something and has just moved forward like nothing ever happened, with full confidence that everything is fine. And maybe that's what you're needing to do. Maybe that's your challenge right now, is to like just unplug like it never happened and move forward. But it's still a matter of being left with the rumination and contemplation of everything that happened here, so that you can, you know, so you can grow from this situation. So the challenge is moving forward with confidence and not allowing this situation, like seeing the blessing within the situation, I think, actually, and evolving from it, allowing it to be a blessing. I feel like I need the Hanged Man there, like looking at it from a different perspective. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, what the heck? Oh, okay. I swear I did not even remember that the Hanged Man was there, because I pulled the cards and then I like went and had some tea and then came back and hit record, and I forgot that the next card is literally the Hanged Man. That is there. I love that. I love that for all of us. The Hanged Man is, that's what is needed, is to look at this from a different perspective, that there's actually blessing here. 10 of Cups, the Star. Yeah. This is like what you need to see, is that no matter what has happened in the past, if you look at this from a different angle or perspective, you're going to see that this is actually leading you towards what would make you very happy. This situation could return healed, or it could be that you move into a place where there is more healing and potential, like more potential for more love and happiness for you. Focusing on the goodness in your world. We've got what have we got here? I've first just noticed this woman and her son here walking towards this fountain, but there's another two characters up here. So maybe you're going to meet somebody else here, someone and their child, or if, like, there's something here you're walking towards that will bring you like a lot of happiness, and it's destined. You need to see that what has happened and what has fallen apart, this Tower, this Ten of Swords, it was destiny to work out in the way that it did. And who knows how it will unfold exactly, but what you can see here is that if you look at it as a divine blessing and the path that was meant to be, full faith that, you know, I trust what's right for me, thank you Spirit for guiding me always, that type of mentality will take you where you want to go, rather than being trapped by, you know, the burden of it all and feeling not good enough and feeling like it means something negative. I feel like you're being a little bit hard on yourself, trying to work out, like, what did you do wrong, or how could things have been different, or like all of that stuff might be just a bit rough on you right now. I feel like somebody is sorry. I'm just seeing the words "I'm sorry" standing out in one of your oracle cards now. Somebody wants to really apologize to you. It could be the other way around. Maybe you're wanting to apologize. Maybe you want to apologize to yourself. But there is like, and I'm just seeing the pose, like somebody's really, really sorry, like they're begging for forgiveness in a situation here. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for that bit. So in the area of what you don't see coming, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Lovers. So there's a situation you've invested a lot of energy into here. But with the Hermit there, it's like this Hermit's walking away from that investment. And then we have the Lovers here. So this can be numerous things. For some of you, what you don't see coming is a period of time where you just need to go it alone. But it will lead you towards a divine union. This divine union may be one that you've already invested a lot of energy in. Maybe it's going to come back around. It could also be that at this time, it's like you're walking towards a different situation. Like, again, that's the part where you really need to just let go of what your outcomes are. Whether it's a specific person, we got the Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, or whatever it was. You know, you could have your sights set on a person, a situation, or an outcome. But you're going to need to let that go and focus on the wisdom of what life is trying to teach you right now. That's more about yourself than anyone else or any connections. And it will lead you to where you want to go. It'll lead you to the right choices. So what you don't see coming is a period of time where your head is down and your bum is up, you know, working quite hard and not a little bit uneventful in a sense. Internally, absolutely not. It's a very eventful world in the inner realm. Externally, things might be a little mundane. You know, you might be feeling like you're just chipping away, doing the work every single day. And that's what's needed right now. You're needing to have a good routine and a bit of discipline and a bit of focus. And, you know, give your all to the things that are most important in front of you. If you've got children, then do your best. If you're learning to look after yourself better, then, you know, learn better recipes and new exercise routines. If you're studying, dedicate the time. If you've got a business, show up for it. Create a routine or a daily calendar that gets you ticking off everything, a to-do list. I just saw 2222 then. You are walking towards a divine relationship, I do feel, for many of you, but not until you've gone through this period of hermitude, of soul searching, of getting right within yourself. I feel like there's a lot to reflect on and learn from this situation you've just come through, but not all at once. It's not something you need to figure out right now or over the next week or anything like that. I think you're going to try. But I do feel like this is something you just need to let those little aha moments drop on you as you continue this soul-searching time alone, this time where you are being a bit more still and getting things done, but there's a sense of like not seeking to add to your plate right now, not seeking externally, but just sitting with what you've already got or what's been left behind, as the message was before, like what's been left, and sifting through that, discarding what you don't need. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of mental pressure and a lot of overthinking and a need to just let it happen. I'm seeing the lotus. I'm seeing like let it unfold. I don't know, I got like a few images there. I got like a desert. I got like hands. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, what you don't see coming is after a period of being alone, you're actually going to walk towards something very beautiful for you, something meant to be. Like this, like see this perception, like what will help with your challenge. See it from a different perspective because you're actually walking towards something beautiful here. an overfilling fountain of love, of this is divine love. Look at the lotus up the top here, the rainbow. Like, things are going to be amazing for you on the other side of this. You just don't know it yet. Have hope. Something very healing is coming for you, or someone, or a situation that brings a lot of healing into this situation for you. So in the outcome, we have of the tarot, we have the Nine of Wands, the King of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like these are a little bit separate. Like, you know, it kind of is here too, though. Actually, I think there's going to be checkpoints in your journey. You're gonna be reaching checkpoints. I don't know. Anyway, starting with the Nine of Wands and the King of Swords, they're a combination. They go together. So this is like, I feel like I'm getting some resolute energy. I'm getting like this, somebody telling themselves, I'm never going to do this again, or I'm never going to allow that again, and I'm going to have better boundaries, or I'm going to, and like just really getting real firm and like establishing boundaries or beliefs, or, you know, certain thoughts and reflections around a situation, and feeling like a little resolute, a little bit like, because we got the guarded energy of the Nine of Wands, feeling really battle weary and feeling like hurt and not wanting to let anyone in, feeling very self-protective, and then wanting to like make sure that never happens again with the King of Swords and all his wealth of experience in a situation. So I do feel here that, you know, some of you may be feeling a little bit guarded by a person who's been cold-hearted, or not, like they've had strong boundaries with you and it's caused a wounding and pain. But I want to focus on this being your energy and the way you've been reflecting. And it's like you're not wanting to let yourself get emotionally carried away by the situation. And I don't see any cups here, actually, except the Ten of Cups, which is the good stuff yet to come. I think you're done crying for a lot of you. I think it's still like just mental processing and trying to understand, trying to come to terms with things, and trying to also create beliefs around this situation that are supportive to you with what it is you want to create, and not creating more lack and emptiness, but looking at things as an opportunity and then grabbing that opportunity with both hands, and making something out of it positive. What am I going on about? Yeah. I feel like you will have learned a lot from this situation. And then here we have a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. And the King of Swords points straight towards that. It's like, just focus on your new beginning. The rest will just slot into place as it needs to. And like, I'm getting like, stay open to miracles. Because this like, things, I think things here are not as they seem. And the outcome may be not what you expect. In a good way, I do feel. Or in a neutral way, maybe, for some of you. Like, I really do get the feeling that, like, there's I'm just hearing, don't worry about it right now, and just focus on what's in front of you, or what your new beginning. Don't worry about it right now. The understanding will come in time. The clarity will come in time. The situation will unfold how it's supposed to. So anyway, let's go into the Oracle cards. 2 fell out for this particular deck. You've got Inner Earth and I'm Sorry. Inner Earth is, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. And then I'm Sorry with defenselessness, riding past wrongs, and uprooting. So you can see here, like, it's almost like that, don't worry, just have a new beginning. It's kind of the same thing, like uprooting here, and then new beginnings. So something has been ripped out at the root. Maybe that's very painful for you. But somebody, there's this person, somebody here is very sorry for what happened. Let's go to the book. What have we got? We got I'm Sorry first. We're living in divine times. When we're hurting and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. Sorry, group 1 had like arguments in the background. Now my neighbour's like using power tools. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. To bring about unity, we must acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, severings, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you or your ancestors or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart, to see things as they truly are for all people, to say I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it, to be part of the healing rather than perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame, it's about unwinding the patterning that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or to do healing work on your ancestral line. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? Interesting, like I see that like a lot of that in your week ahead, like definitely going through, where are we now? Oh, wow, that's actually the very next card. These cards are like, so, you know, this is really adding to that one step at a time. So the inner earth, you will survive this, new solutions and beginnings. Inner earth is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive, surprising outcomes to your problems and situations, resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck or have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that whole new worlds of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so that you can receive them. And that's what you do at the end of your week here. Like, that's the 7 of Swords with the World. I feel like you're strategizing to get yourself out of this place of lack, this lower vibration, to see it from a greater perspective, to be done with that cycle, to be ready to open in a new beginning. That's the world. It's the finishing of a cycle, but it's the beginning of something else. And you, when you do have that beginning, you may feel like you're back at square one or something like that. You may feel that way. But that's, again, another perceptional shift that needs to be had here, another level of awakening to see that you're actually very abundantly blessed and I'm hearing you've come a bloody long way. All right. So continuing with the Oracle, we have Between Worlds. I think the image in itself speaks volumes. And this, I don't know if I want to read all of it or the relationship or the Oracle. Let's just go with Oracle. Between Worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. Everything we were just saying about the week ahead before too. You're done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place, between what was and what will be, is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. The mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within the divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you're invited to see with curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. So do so and you will not be disappointed. Where did we see that before? Yeah, here. It's like, yeah, it's like that's the message here of like shift your perspective, because there's actually a really beautiful, like the rainbow, there's so many good things that are to come from something you thought was a really big loss and a tragedy. Let's go to relationship, just in case this is about a relationship for you. This is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It's not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. I'm just being drawn to protection, so I'll read. Be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. Yeah, yes. Okay. You have the card of accept love. She's got her cauldron here. I'll just go to the divination. This card may be a not so subtle hint that you need to work on accepting love from others. Have you been feeling unworthy or shutting yourself off from those who want to share genuine affection? Are you more comfortable giving than receiving? Or perhaps not doing either? Keep in mind that you can accept love without giving any promises for the future, if that love is given freely and without strings. If this is something you struggle with, then try saying this affirmation: I am a child of the goddess and I am worthy of being loved. Alternatively, this card could be an indication that someone close to you, a friend, a family member, or even a pet, is struggling to learn how to let love in, and that if that is the case, don't give up on them. Okay. And we have the card Stillness. As it sits below, like the Nine of Swords, like it's definitely a moment of feeling maybe a little debilitated and just trying to get to a sense of peace. Taking a step back from a project or a situation or a relationship, even if it's just for a few moments. Bend bridges, slow down, breathe, and be still. Go within. We've got the Hermit here. It's coming whether you know it or not. Take time to connect with your spirit guides, ancestors, and spiritual guardians. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to your higher self. Timing is everything. This is not a good time to start a new cycle. Wait, incubate, fix things that need fixing, heal things that need healing, think things through, forgive yourself and others. If things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Just as the migrating birds find new life in the tundra marshes in the summer, you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life. Just hold on. It's like also the message of the swan, like, you know, you come to realize that you're exactly on track where you're meant to be eventually, right? The swan realizes that there was nothing wrong with them. They're not an ugly duckling. Okay, so the last cards for your reading, and then we'll do the pendulum. So first, these are self-caring prompts. You have massage, but be nice to massage yourself or book yourself in. I actually got a voucher for my birthday. I should go and use it. We have rest. Definitely. I think you got rest last week in like a different deck. Maybe it was the same deck. But yeah, needing to just give yourself the time to rest. You have breakfast, maybe a nice nutritious breakfast. How you start the day is very important. Making sure you actually have breakfast. I think it's very important. If you're skipping breakfast, I don't advise that. I think breakfast is very, very important. Nutritionally dense. And we have dance. I felt like 33, and then there was a 3 here as well. I don't know, when I saw the first 3, I was like, 3 is significant to this pile. Maybe it's because you're drawn to group 3, or maybe the number 3 is significant for you. And then we have the pendulum. So using discernment with our pendulum, you know, be a part of it or don't. But I'll ask a question now for you. First, checking to see a yes, please. It's not wanting to move at all. Okay, come on. Spirit, Divine Creator, please allow us to get an answer for the question Group 2 is holding in their heart, first confirming what yes will look like. Okay, and then show me a no. Alrighty, it's heading to a no, and good, thank you. So can I please get the answer to the question that Group 2 are holding at this time? Looks like a no. Let me just keep feeling into it. I'm hearing, but just keep going forward. Like, get the ball rolling, don't stop. There's like, I know it's, oh wait, what are you doing? I know it's swinging in a no, like I can feel that, but there's something about it swinging like it wants you to just keep moving forward. Like, time will tell, I'm hearing. It'll end up a yes, or there will be a yes to come. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. But for right now, it's a no. Yeah, that's what I've got. Okay, Group 2, that is what I have for you in this reading. Oops. Got an alarm going off. Yeah, good timing. So yes, Group 1, I hope you've enjoyed, Group 2, sorry, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. It's a bit of a long one actually, I didn't realise. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, Group 2. Hey, Group 3, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the beautiful red vein jasper rose, then this is going to be your reading. And I've wrote a little bit down about the red vein jasper rose because it's a new one to my collection. A friend got it for me for my birthday last week, and it is the week before, and it is just stunning. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love roses, and yeah, I don't actually own a red vein jasper before this one, so I wrote a little bit down from a Google search around what red vein jasper rose is, or red vein jasper is all about. And just the fact that it's a budding rose tells me as well that there's something that's yet to reach its full potential, or you are yet to reach your full potential, but you are budding. And I'm actually noticing that there's no thorns on here as well. So I feel like it's like a time of softness and not being defensive, but just, yeah, like honoring your softness. But anyway, red vein jasper is a stone of empowerment and endurance in life. So it encourages us to meet life head on and face any challenges. I've also got written here that it is a regenerative. The red vein jasper is combined with hematite and iron, so that makes it regenerative and also very grounding. It says the crystal is like a cup of coffee. It wakes you up and strengthens your circulatory system, relieving feelings of sluggishness and detoxifying the body as well. So maybe you're needing that momentum or boost or something. But anyway, the beautiful rose for my Group 3s. So some of the energies in your reading I can see here is Libra, Virgo, Cancer. Libra here quite strongly. We've got Pisces and Sagittarius here as well. So that could be your energy, someone you're dealing with, it doesn't matter too much. Let's jump into the past. In the past energy of your reading, you've got the Three of Swords, Judgment and the Hermit. And look, every group this week and last week, it looks like we're navigating some challenges. We've got a pretty challenging transits happening right now with retrogrades, approaching a full moon. It's not easy. Things are coming up. You may look around your social circle, your life, your world, and see that, you know, you're not the only one going through your own inner turmoil or external tower moments or God knows what. But here we have for you in the past energy, the Three of Swords. First of all, this is heartbreak, and this is a very heartbreaking image. You know, she's beside herself, and perhaps you have been beside yourself within the situation, like just holding your head in shock. Her eyes are just so dark from not sleeping and feeling so burdened by the situation, feeling so betrayed, or just there's a lot of pain here. Her eyes have been crying for days, perhaps. Maybe that's what you've had to move through here in the past. With Judgment and the Hermit, what I see here is it's like, I feel like you've had enough of being betrayed, or you've had enough, like there's something here that feels a little bit like a bit of a conviction. I don't know. You are here ready to end this cycle of pain. You might see through the truth of this situation now. You're having this divine realization or understanding. It's like something you're no longer willing to tolerate. It's something that you have pulled away from. You've pulled away from someone's ability to affect you in a certain way. And with the Hermit here, it shows as well that you're doing the soul searching, you're doing the inner work, you've removed yourself, you've taken time out. You're in a state right now where while you may feel a little bit trapped or even like, nothing's moving externally, or you're not so like you don't have all the answers completely. I think you kind of get it. Like you see the bigger picture. We've had realizations around it, but you're still not quite certain of what's to come or how to unpack this or how to navigate it fully. So you've turned within. You've looked for the answers on the inside. You're no longer waiting for outer circumstances to change, perhaps. They'll change in good time. You'll get the answers when you need them, but for right now, you're being very self-reliant and looking for the answers inside of yourself and from spirit. And the connection with you and spirit right now in the recent past is strong. Like there's no doubting or avoiding the message. Maybe you've got the same message through certain readings or something. It's like, okay, well, the message isn't going to change. That is what it is. You've accepted it, or you've started to accept it, and you're just going with it for now. There's a lot of major arcana here as well. So it's like whatever's happened has happened for your greatest good. Whatever painful thing has happened somehow has happened for there to be a different outcome, or for things to go where they're supposed to go. There's something here that feels like destined. In the Hanged Man and the Chariot, which is your immediate energy and the energy as we progress into the week, it shows that you are just doing what you can. That's what I see here, that you may feel like you are, she's hanging upside down. This is usually a card of someone who feels like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, or that something is out of their control and they wish that they could move forward in a certain direction, but it's just not. I'm seeing the door is closed or something like that. Like there's a certain thing you maybe want to reach someone or change an outcome or do something, and it's like not right now. Maybe it's not no forever or something, but it's a no for right now, for whatever this is. And with the Chariot here, it's like this is your decision this week to just pick up and move forward with whatever it is that you can move forward, whatever is within your control. The Serenity Prayer is here. And I think you have the courage to change the things that you can here. And you do have the wisdom to know the difference, because that's why the Judgment and the Hermit's here. So the Serenity Prayer is what drives you right now. And I think it's important. We have the Eight of Pentacles after the Chariot, which shows me that this week there is going to be a change for someone, and this may not be for everyone, but there's definitely a change within your work situation. You may come up against an issue with your boss. This is not for everyone, but I know this is a message for someone where they might be with an authority or something within your workspace. You may come up against an issue, or there could be a change, or there's something going on, a conversation that needs to be had about the way things are run. But outside of that, I do feel like for some of you, this is a time of getting a new job, of maybe finding a different way of earning an income. And this is something that you need to develop over time as well, because the Eight of Pentacles is someone who is just like getting better every day, slowly but surely. Every day they're making another attempt to get more skilled at what it is that they do. This is often a paid income type of card, so this could be about your finances or the way in which you earn money, or there's definitely a situation around money going on here. Maybe you've been underpaid, or there's something going on with money that needs to be corrected, and you're doing what you can with what you've got around that situation. We have Justice here as well. So this could be a legal situation for some of you. Something's going to court, issues around inheritance, settlements, divorce, all sorts of things could be the case here. And like maybe money is frozen or things are just not moving ahead, but but they will be. And there's going to be a correction of the way things are unfolding for you. And you're going to start to see that correction this week. Something very painful is going to start to show why it had to be that way. And at first, we've got the Eight of Swords. So at first, you may feel like a victim to this situation. You may feel like this is out of your control and it's not fair. You may not be feeling like you have any say at all and that you're at the whim or the mercy of somebody else. That could be the case this week. It's a tricky one for me to read, honestly, this week. Like I might even get some extra cards to support what I'm trying to get out here, because it's like, it feels a little bit, I don't know. I want to say choppy, but I don't know. I'll finish it off and then I'll grab some confirmation cards. We have the Seven of Pentacles and Three of Wands at the end of your week. And it's like, when I look at this, I feel like you feel a little ripped off, or that you feel like, you know, you gave a lot and now you're waiting to see, well, you know, what do I get out of all of this that I've done? Like you're waiting for results, or you're waiting for something to come your way. You're waiting for the answer. You're waiting for a response maybe. Because you've invested, you've done what you've needed to do. So what are we going to confirm? Let's confirm justice first of all. Okay, the Seven of Wands and the Page of Wands. I feel like it's just the Seven of Wands wanting to come out, but Seven of Wands on justice. You may need to defend yourself against an action or an accusation this week. Like I said, there's going to be, for some of you, a conversation with a boss or an authority figure where you need to speak your truth. And there's no need to fear. Stay lighthearted and stay true. In the Eight of Swords, Four of Wands fell out there, the Devil, Six of Swords. Some of you, this is around a home, a property. There's attachment to something here that you need to let go of. And it could be status, it could be a financial situation. You may have to cut your losses somewhere. I can see here somebody's perhaps invested and not got their return, or lent money and not been paid back, or has been underpaid, or there's something here that feels like you've got to fight for your finances, or you've got to fight for your results in a situation. And there's something, like for some of you, there's something very toxic that's come into a home space, or ripped a home apart, or ripped a family apart. Seven of Pentacles now. See, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I hope it makes sense for you guys. I'm just going to go with it, not even try to understand it logically for myself, because I don't think it's actually for me. But for me to understand. Oh, by the way, sorry, I'm also going to do a pendulum. You probably saw it in the title, but I'm going to be doing a pendulum at the end of the reading again. We won't do it every reading, but I'll try and use it a little bit more, because there was a fair few comments of people appreciated that. So we'll do pendulum from time to time a bit more regularly. But yeah, Seven of Pentacles now. The Star. Yeah, okay, I like that. Seven, because of the Three of Wands afterwards. We have Strength has fallen down. Strength and the Three of Cups. Yeah, good. So and the Magician. You're manifesting a better outcome for yourself. Let go of whatever this is you can't control. The Serenity Prayer is going to get you through this situation. There's really good things on the horizon for you, and something worth celebrating. You are manifesting a really good outcome in this situation. Ace of Pentacles, like finances that swing in your favor, or something like that, away from this devil controlling energy. Don't know what it is, but let's just call it that. It's like a week where you are dealing with it and you're navigating it. And it's like, you don't really control the way things go, but you do control your responses. And a big part of this is also letting go. So in the area of challenge, you have the Five of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. So there's again this representation of being like, she looks pretty depressed. And what's the word I got for it? Like just helpless. There's a sense of helplessness in her face. And then there's somebody here holding onto their coins really tightly. So somebody may have blocked you, or blocked abundance coming your way, or done something that's like really, it's very painful. It's hurtful. It feels like a betrayal. And that's what the challenge is this week, is dealing with either lack of finances or somebody who's blocked you or taken something from you, or, you know, not being very understanding or compassionate to your situation. What you need to know about what will help with that situation is Temperance and the High Priestess. It's just a matter of patience and trust. You need to have patience and trust in this situation, that it will all unfold for the highest good, and that you don't really understand everything that's going on yet. There's a lot more under the surface or behind the scenes that's unfolding in this situation, and you just need to have trust and patience that things will unfold how they are supposed to. 10 of Cups. For a very good outcome. You just put your faith in spirit. The Serenity Prayer couldn't be any louder and clearer. Chanting came up in one of your cards, and as I was actually shuffling your oracles, a particular song was on at the time, which was a chant. So I actually saved that here. The Om Mata Kali chant. I will link it below. I just wrote it on paper so I didn't forget. Because you got the chanting card as well, and I'm like, okay, I feel like you guys would really benefit from that particular song, so I'm going to link it in the comments below, and if you feel drawn, go and listen, and allow that high vibrational chant to help create a shift for you. What you don't see coming is the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. So what you don't see coming is there's this time of independence, first of all. That this is a time of you building yourself up and really enjoying all that is around you. There's already a lot of abundance around you. What you don't see coming for some of you is that there will be abundance all around you. Like you're moving into a better time. And there's also an offering here from the heart space. This doesn't have to be romantic. For some of you, I feel like it's like your brother or your cousin, like a family member or a friend. Some of you, it will be romantic. For those of you that it's romantic, I'm not sure, like there's no guarantee on where this will go, because this person is a Knight of Cups. This is a Queen of Pentacles. Like, you know, has he got what it takes to really meet her where she needs to be met and like be the king beside her? Remains to be seen. But for many of you, there is a beautiful, heartfelt, and I'm hearing earnest person or offer coming your way. Like, you don't see that coming, and it's going to be very refreshing. Like, I feel like it'll feel, there's something about synchronicity here. Like, it'll just feel like really flowy and nice, and there'll be some sort of signs that it feels like it's a blessing from the divine. So there is something beautiful coming your way. Maybe it's a conversation, an apology, or actually let's get another card around that, around what the Knight of Cups is offering to the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, like from the Knight of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you've got it made. Like, things are going to be fine financially. There's a lot around you. There's a lot of success within your business. If you're a business owner, or like within your finances, things are growing. The Star, yeah. The Magician, the Two of Cups, yeah. For some of you, this is a really beautiful relationship that you're manifesting. After what have we got here? The Nine of Swords. After a time of a lot of pain and stress, they've got there's something very beautiful coming your way, and I don't want to say any more about it because I just want it to be a surprise and it to be the beautiful thing organically unfolding in your world that it is. And then in the outcome, you have the Ace of Wands. Sorry, I was going to say Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. So there is new passion in your outcome. There's a lot of passion here, and gifts coming your way. But the part of you is like, can you trust it? I feel like you're a little bit apprehensive to trust certain things that are good things that are coming your way. And also, I think you don't want to get carried away in the emotion of anything. I think you're staying very logical, and the way you're handling this is like a pro. Like, I don't know, there's something about the way you handle new energy and gifts coming your way that's very measured. And yeah, let's get more on that too. I feel like a lot of confirmations. More on the Queen of Swords, please. The Lovers. Wow. Okay. I think you want to be very careful with the energy that you allow into your world, into your life, because I think you've probably had so much. The Two of Cups now. Wow. There is definitely the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody is coming in, and they are interested in you. Wow. Okay. Somebody is coming in. Don't know when, you know, allow them to show who they are. Allow them to show you who they are, I should say. Like, don't try and make it anything that it's not, or like anything like that. Just like, there's something about you that stays a little impartial, that just like stays very measured. Like this, you look at all the butterflies on her throne here. Like, you've seen enough. Like, and your sword is ready. It's like, you know, one wrong move and off with his head. Like, there's definitely that vibe there, but it doesn't mean you're expecting the worst. You're not wearing rose-colored glasses. Like, I really like the energy you're in with this. The Fool, yeah, is like a fresh person, the Fool, fresh experience, and you're going to allow it to come in, but you're also going to stay very measured and use your past experiences to navigate this. So it's interesting, like, you've got a few different areas of your life, I think, that have been touched on here. Some of them are quite challenging, but you just need to trust. And then there's something really good coming too. So in the oracle cards for your read, we have the earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, and time in nature. A mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and the tides. In our world of artificial lighting, long working hours, and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. And it says here you can download the earth pulsing meditation at www.starseedoracle.me. Anyway, today many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened, a moment when it became too painful to stay connected. We feel unsupported and as if we don't belong. We look to other people and the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding and belonging once given to us by the earth. Taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive us fully, as the mother once did, forgetting that she's still here, waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us that longs to be received, to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted. She opens up and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters and release what no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all things on the planet. Definitely some time in nature would be beneficial there. And just slow down. You have the card Serendipity, and I liked how these two, like, look at the colouring, the pinks and the greens, like they just go together so beautifully. Serendipity. Like I said in the other groups, there's like a couple of, I'll just go to whatever I'm drawn to, and first it's the oracle message. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is a time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could not have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. Yeah, there's definitely, like, it's something on the horizon yet to come that's really, really beautiful for you. I'm going to go to prosperity. You are in the right place at the right time. Be grateful, for the stars are aligned in your favor and fortune is smiling on you. Victory and success are yours. The choices you have made in the past have prepared you for the opportunities now before you. This is your lucky moment. The timing is perfect. I'm going to do the relationship as well, because there was that relationship stuff here. Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone very important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It's out of your hands. See what I was saying? Something about relinquish control. Don't make it anything. Yeah. Pay attention to the signs that Spirit presents. Okay. Yeah, there's something, yeah, there'll be something about it that's like synchronistic and it will flow. Like I was saying, like there's definitely that vibe there. You have the card Listening for Wisdom. I just saw 2222. That's a divine relationship. Anyway, Listening for Wisdom. We spend a lot of time surrounding ourselves with noise, television, phones, and even our own voices. It can be hard to hear anything above the constant hum and buzz of everyday life, but sometimes you have to take time to be quiet and listen. Really listen. Maybe the universe or the gods have been trying to tell you something and you haven't been able to hear it. Maybe it's your own inner wisdom that has been crying out to be heard. How will you know if you don't take the time to listen? The action or the divination. This card is telling you you're missing something, whether it's someone close to you, the gods, or just your own inner wisdom trying to tell you something important, with or without putting it into words. It's time to shut up and listen. That was a little aggressive. I don't like shut up. I don't know why, it just rubs me wrong. Like, I just don't think it needs to be said like that. Anyway, so you may like to think about what your yes or no is at this point, but anyway, I'm nearly there. We'll go to your next card, which is Illumination from Sacred Destiny Oracle. The upward spiraling mists rising in the mountains suggest that those in the realm of spirit, your spirit protectors, ancestors, and guardians, are close at hand, assisting you on your spiritual journey of illumination. They are protecting you and supporting you. Your spiritual life is expanding by leaps and bounds. Even if you can't see what's ahead, spirit is close at hand. If you draw this card, trust your heart and what you feel more than what you see and what you think, and you will be guided in a wondrous direction. Yeah, that's like, you can really see this here, like from something so painful and having to just, like, you're having these realizations. These are divine realizations. Like, look at the imagery of that judgment card. Judgment is about a calling and a knowing and an awakening, to take your own path, to see this from a different angle, to work at this in a different way, to go at life in a different way, to make a new plan, to chip at it every day. Yeah, there's going to be some things you have to work against, or people trying to work against you or something, but like, you can trust that the choices you're making are putting you on the right path. Don't go into the friction and the conflict or anything like that. Stay your own path. Grieve where you need to grieve, but just surrender and trust. Like, that's a huge summary of just this whole week ahead. So like I said, I'll put the chant Om Mata Kali. It's one of my favorites. I love. But chanting would be really beneficial for you right now. You also had Sweet Treat, and then from another deck you got Treat as well. So treat yourself. Maybe it's a sweet treat, or maybe you're like looking at the ways in which you treat yourself. Maybe you want to abstain from more processed sugary stuff and like find new ways to nourish your body, but also give yourself a treat at the same time. You've got cafe, maybe a little bit of people watching, or just a little mindful moment by yourself. Or maybe it's also like to change, like if you're working on a computer all the time, a laptop, maybe you can take it to a cafe and you might feel different. You might produce different work. And you have learn as well. So for those of you that are students, put in the effort and the time to accomplish, your academic pursuits, but also learn new things. She's got a tarot here. So maybe you're learning to read the tarot. I look forward to teaching the tarot. I will get around to it eventually. I've written the course. It's just a matter of actually launching and finding the place and time, but I kind of want to graduate first. And yeah, anyway, I know a bunch of people are waiting for that, and I've said it for a while now, but it'll happen eventually. It'll be even sweeter when it does. Okay, the pendulum. Pendulum for my group 3s. So yeah, it's how you ask the question is the most important thing. If you'd like a chance to ask another question, you can always go back to the start of the reading, ask your question, and then look at the 3 and see if another one jumps out at you. Obviously not the one you've just seen because you know the answer, but out of the other 2, is anything showing? You could go to one of them. And if not, then you're probably not. But anyway, let you work that out. So first of all, we're going to start by showing me show me what yes looks like, please. Okay, as always. And I'd like to see what no looks like. Okay, and then the answer to group 3's question, please, that they're holding. I'm hearing the words onwards and upwards. Like I'm feeling a yes, but I'm not like fully seeing a yes yet. It's doing the same as last time. It's just like still. It was a yes and then it was still. So something might start and then stop, or it might be a yes and then a pause. It's so still, it's too still. Okay, same thing happened for group 3 last time, but I'm going to do it again for you, same as I did last time. If you're a group 3 devotee, you'll know all about it. So let's reframe your question, pause the video if you need to, like check out a different question for yourself or reframe it or whatever you want to do. But here we go again for group 3's question. Can we get a yes or a no for group 3's question? Like I said, pause if you need more time. An answer for group 3. Like it wants to be a yes. It's giving me nothing. Why does it do this? Why? It's so funny. It's just so still. I don't know what you're asking group 3, but it's interesting. I'd love to know why. Like if you got the same thing last week, well the week that I did this recently, week before I think, if you got a if you were group 3 and it did that, like are you asking the same question, or like why do you think it's still for you? I would love to hear that in the comment section because I'm genuinely curious. The answer for group 3's question, please. I'm not, it's just not. I'm just getting a straight up, like it wants to be yes. I heard, like I saw onwards and upwards at the start, and then I saw like ran around some chaos, and then I'm like, and it's just still. So maybe the answer depends on you, or maybe it's like you're not meant to know the answer. That's probably what it is, and we're just gonna have to trust that. I'm sorry, group 3, but that's just how it is. Like I said, if you want to go back to 1 or 2, go back to the original cards, ask your question to the cards with the intention of going to the pendulum. And then if one stands out, then go for it. If none stand out, you're going to have to trust that you're not meant to know. And if it is the feeling that you're not meant to know, then please don't even do that. Just trust in spirit. It's hard to do sometimes. I know all about it. But you can also go to any other title that says pendulum if you want to try more questions with pendulum, and just it's always at the end of each group, so easy to find. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to link the little chant below in the comment section for my group 3s if you're interested. And yeah, that's what I have for you. So hopefully this reading resonated with you and brought you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. It's been interesting and I haven't fully understood it, but hopefully you have. Yeah, if you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3.